Anthony wants to know, how about funding a falls clinic? We talked about healthy aging. Falls is important.
Now,
Does it have to be innovative in some way?
well, let's have a think about that. So you're going to provide a new service. If there's not a falls clinic around, you're providing a new service.
Well, there might be one 15, 20 miles away.
If there's not one in your local authority area, that's
Right.
new.
Okay.
So that's some innovation. It might be that you're providing that service in a slightly different way. So it might be that you use that smart grant type funding or something similar. It might be that you're providing a specific service to a specific group of people. Maybe your falls service is for people with MS. So maybe you get a little grant from the MS Society. Maybe it's for people from a certain ethnic background who don't know how to access particular healthcare services. Mm-hmm. In which case, have you thought about lottery funding? Lottery funding up to £10,000 is fairly straightforward. It's really quite easy to get.
Right.
Maybe it's something that is of community benefit. And I'm going to take Luton as an example. We've got an airport, and the airport is actually owned by the local authority, which means some of the money generated by the airport goes into local grant-making organisations. Again, if you don't want to work with a university or go through you, it's one of those words to look up, grant-making organisations. Luton Airport's money goes into something called the Bedfordshire and Luton Community Foundation, which is anything to help the community in Luton and Bedfordshire. A falls clinic is going to help the community in Luton and Bedfordshire.
Yeah.
There you go. So you could get funding for that. Maybe you want to, we might use the UKRI website for this. Maybe you want to, we already know what a falls clinic can do, but I want to extend the service in some way. I want to wrap around another service or see if there's a way that it particularly affects left-handed people or right-handed people. There's a research project to do here.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't just do a co-funded Masters by Research, but if we look at something like the UKRI website, so UKRI is UK Research and Innovation. There are 8 or 9 different research councils. One is to do with research on health, one is research about the economy, one is research in social care, one is research on the physical environment, all sorts of things like that. So they're broken down on the left-hand side, but fundamentally all of the things that they want to do research on are on this one UKRI Innovate UK page. Mm-hmm. Again, we'll send out the link. These will change every day. The Innovate UK ones will probably change every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. These will change every day, and there will always be dozens of them.